Live, except for we're live so late that no one is going to show up to this stream. But I at this point I just want to finish Digimon, so I don't fucking care. So I have to do this. So I'm just gonna fucking do it, and I don't give a shit. So hello everyone, I'm Sacrabolic, your envoy of hope. Welcome to the second worst thing I make, which is SACing MAL, the show where we go through whatever the new anime season is, find out what looks good to watch, and then we read the whole thing, and then we just find out what's watchable. The first thing we're gonna do is notice that one of my MAL friends has apparently watching something called Primrose, which I don't think is new, but I do want to know what the fuck this is. Primrose came out in 1982. It's a manga. I have literally lost all interest based on that sheer fact. But it's a fantasy story about a sword and magic, about a sword and the magic of a girl, warrior, Emiya, in a fictitious world. A strong country, Gurumon, attacks and overtakes the country of Kukurit. Though the particulars of when and where this happened are not given. Excuse me. As a means of keeping the peace, the two countries exchange their third prince and princess respectively. Primrose, the third princess of Gurumon, is placed in custody of a noble family, Kukurit, under the name Emiya. She grows up into a self-centered high school student, okay? Although Emiya is favored by the Prince Prior of Gurumon, she becomes a girl wanted by the authorities for her aid to the people of Kukurit, reacting against the oppressive government. She is saved by Swordmaster Jimba and flees to the wilderness. In the meantime, the mysterious Tanbara Guy masters the forces of the people of Kukurit in an attempt to overturn Gurumon's control. Emiya also decides to cooperate on this game. Interesting. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay. No, alright. I was worried about something. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be okay. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, I forgot to check if my audio is even fucking working. My audio is working fine. Okay. That was on me. That was me doing a whoopsie. All right. Now we're back to the real stream. All right. Let's go here and let's find out what's going on in the spring season. Aw, yeah. All right. Starting off, Konosubarashi Sekai ni Shukofuku Wo 3, which is, of course, the third season of Konosuba, which I think I have not reviewed season 1 or 2 of Konosuba, but I have reviewed the movie of Konosuba, and so I don't feel like I need to read the plot of Konosuba. I will be watching this. So that's going to be a spring anime airing April 10th. That is fun. Alright, this is Kimetsu no Yaiba Hashira Gekkohen, which is Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Hashira Training Arc. Alright, I still have not caught up on Demon Slayer, so we will see if I can make it through Season 2 of Demon Slayer before I move into Season 3 of Demon Slayer. Alright, let's see. Tensai Shitara Slime Dataken, third season. This is the third season of Slime. Now, I already reviewed Season 2 of Slime, so I don't need to discuss what Slime is about. So I'm going to mark this as will watch, because I am on board for Season 3 of Slime. But the best part is, I don't need to explain what Slime is about. Alright. Mushoku Tensei 2 Isekai Itara Honkai Dasu Part 2, which is Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Season 2 Part 2, which I will almost certainly watch, but I have not gotten around to the first part of Season 2 yet, which I'll just watch them back to back, if we're being totally honest. I didn't realize they were splitting that into 2 cores, but I think they did that with the first season also. Alright, next up we got Boku no Hero Academia 7th season, My Hero Academia Season 7. So, last year, for whatever reason, like I guess studios were skittish or something, because normally the spring fall seasons are the big seasons, but for whatever fucking reason everyone decided to air all their big shit in winter and summer last year, and it seems like they're back to doing spring fall this year. I guess everyone wanted I wonder if the idea was that everyone wanted to run in an unopposed time block so they'd scoop up all the watch time, and it just everyone had the same idea at the same time and it was botched or something. I don't know. I wonder what was up with that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Hero Aka season 7. I don't even fucking remember where I am on Hero Aka. All I know is I'm hearing things about the manga, and like it just sounds like a fucking train wreck I don't want to be a part of anymore. I still need to watch season 6. Okay, so I'm not that far behind, actually. All right. I know exactly what this is. This is Mao Gakuen no Futa Kigosha Shijo Saikyo no Mao no Shiso Tensei Shite Shison Tachi no Gakko e Kayo 2 Part 2, which is the Misfit of Demon King Academy 2 Part 2. Now, I'm sure I read the description for Season 2, and also I am pretty sure I reviewed Season 1, and it's fucking terrible. It's just bad, so I don't give a shit about this. Kaiju 8 Go, which I think is just Kaiju number 8. I've heard about this. I thought this was already an anime. I've heard about this for some reason. Their suits look very Gantz-inspired. Hold on, can I say that? This is very, like, Gantsy in a way. I wonder, like, I'm getting Gantz vibes. I don't know why, which is not a bad thing, because Gantz is, what is it, my 4th favorite manga? Something like that? 3rd or 4th, something like that. Anyway, Kaiju number 8. Grotesque Godzilla-like monsters called Kaiju have been appearing around Japan for many years. To combat these beasts, an elite military unit known as Defense Corps risk their lives daily to protect citizens. Once a creature is killed, sweepers working under Professional Kaiju Cleaner Corporation are left to dispose of its remains. I would almost be more interested if this was like a fucking like surrealist comedy about the people that have to clean up the kaiju. Kafka, oh god, really? A 32-year-old man is unsatisfied with his job as a sweeper. Jesus Christ. I think I took physical damage from the lack of subtlety. Right? Like subtlety is often compared to a hammer, and that fucking bludgeoned me. From a young age, he was inspired to join the Defense Corps and kill kaijus for a living. After a few failed attempts, however, he gave up on his dreams and resigned himself to the mediocrity that provided a decent paycheck. Nevertheless, when an ambitious 18-year-old recruit named Lino Ichikawa joins his cleaning team, Kafka once again reminded of his desire to join the military. Following a chain of unfortunate events and an interaction with the junior sweeper, Kafka encounters a parasite-type kaiju that forces its way in through his mouth, turning him into a humanoid monster. With his newfound powers, Kafka aims to give his lifelong dream a try. Wow. Can't believe they fucking named him Kafka. Wow. Just wow. That, God, there's so much to say about that. First off, it sounds terrible and I'm not watching it. Unless it gets like a fucking 9 or something and I feel obligated to. I'm not fucking watching this. But like, I refuse to believe this man did not get to join the military. Like, realistically, in the real world, if there were giant fucking kaijus attacking, like, no one's signing up to that. Like, no, like, there would be such a fucking recruitment issue. There would be such a recruitment issue. All right, Data Live 5. Almost certainly gonna watch this. Almost certainly. But have I even watched Data Live 4 yet? No. Did I review Data Live 3? I feel like I did. Oh, 2020? Yeah, for sure. For sure there's a review. Yeah, I'll watch this for sure. I'm actually pleasantly surprised they're still doing Data Live. I really thought it was going to stop after like season 3, so I'm surprised they're still going with it. All right, we got Okamito, Koshinryu, Merchant Meets the Wise Wolf, Spice and Wolf, Merchant Meets the Wise Wolf. So this is the new adaptation of Spice and Wolf, and I reviewed season 1. I don't remember why I reviewed season 1. Was it a dartboard anime? It might have. No, it wasn't a dartboard anime. It wasn't. No, because I did it for a weekly release, right? I don't fucking know. Anyway, I did say I wouldn't continue with the original anime because I knew they were doing a remake, and I think the remake's going to be more faithful because apparently the original wasn't. So, gonna go ahead and mark that down as a watch. Mahoka Koko no Ryutosai 3rd season, which the Irregular at Magical High School season 3. I read the manga, the original manga, which I think follows the sister's perspective of Irregular at Magic High School, and I intended to watch the anime, and I just have not had fucking time. 2020, though, I did talk about this. Eurocamp, 3rd Eurocamp Triangle, Eurocamp Delta, Season 3. Laid Back Camp Season 3, 3rd season of Eurocamp. I didn't even remember this getting a 2nd season. I'm surprised that it did. I know it was well received. It didn't seem like something that would get a 3rd season. When season 2 come out? So I've already talked about that. Okay. Hibike Euphonium 3. Okay, interesting. Sound Euphonium 3. After the Kituji High School Wind Ensemble, how fucking long did KyoAni wait to make this? The movie came out in 2023. The other movie came out in 2019. Liz and the Bluebird came out in 2018. But when was season 2? 2016. They waited almost 10 years between seasons. But I guess there was more Hibike Euphonium content than would have expected. After the Kutuji High School Wind Ensemble pulls a stunning performance, Omae Kumiko's first year, their results in her second year feel underwhelming to the entire club. They intended to achieve a gold medal at the national competition, but the participation ends with what is known as a dud gold at the Kansai competition, a gold medal that does not include being chosen to advance to the national competition. With the end of the cycle, the ensemble seniors retire and new leadership takes charge. Kumiko, soon to be a senior herself, is appointed the new club president. Oh shit, last year! Now it's up to her, under the guidance of their teacher, Taki Noboru, shoulder Kituji to the nationals once again and help the band achieve the gold medal they have been aiming for. Fuck yeah, you go, girls! You can do it! You guys, it's your last year, you gotta do it. I scrolled down already. This looks like a shoujo ai. Sasuyaku Yoni Koe wo utao. Utao. Probably closer that time. All right, Whisper Me, a love song. Yori Asanagi is a mature girl in many ways, but she's still pure when it comes to romance. The sentiment is proven when an underclassman, Himari Kino, suddenly confesses love to her after her band performance at the freshman opening ceremony. Confused and surprised, Yori asks her friends for consultation, but they tease her by saying she is experiencing love. Yori soon makes up her mind and tries to return Himari's feelings, but in a twist of events, she realizes that what Himari loved was not her, but her music. Oh no! As Yori continues to pursue her love for Himari, she promises to make Himari fall for her. However, will this passionate love bloom or remain unrequited? Alright, there's a lot of not clear about what's happening here, so I will be passing on that one. Apparently, this already caught my attention. Sentai Daishikaku. Go, Loser Ranger. Oh, right, I saw a trailer for this. 13 years ago, the nefarious monster army invaded Earth, but humanity's great protectors, the Dragon Keepers, defeated them in a single year. Every Sunday since, the monsters have been forced to act out humiliating defeat after defeat in front of the unsuspecting public. Jesus fuck. Determined to change this, a single monster, D, infiltrated the Ranger Force. With the help of the mysterious Ranger, Yumeko Suzukiri, D managed to seize one of the divine artifacts, the only weapons capable of permanently killing a monster's immortal bodies. However, D's subsequent encounter with the Dragon Keepers led to an unfortunate end. So who will stop them now? Kurushitsuji, Kishuku, Gakohen, Black Butler, Public School Arc. I read this part of the manga. I have read this, actually. Wow. It has been so long since Kurushitsuji has gotten a fucking anime. When was Book of Atlantic? 2017. Huh. January. Huh. Did I do a SACing MAL on this? I think I did. Excuse me. Hananoi-kun to koi yamai, a condition called love. I love the little poppy pastels. Hatoro Eastfish Studio. Literally fucking who? Hold up. Who? Oh, they did Frag Time. And Kaito Queen Circus. And something about Mahjong. Yeah, so I have no fucking clue who they are. That explains what's happening there. Hatoru Hinase is a first-year high school student who treasures her family and friends above all else. Unable to understand romance, she decides she'll be content living without the experience of falling in love. While Hotaru is spending time at a cafe with her close friend, she witnesses the relentless breakup of a handsome honor student, Hananoi. Encountering him sitting alone in snow on her way home, she extends her umbrella to him in a gesture of kindness. The very next day, Hananoi appears in Hotaru's classroom asking her to be his girlfriend. Despite being rejected, Hananoi sticks close by Hotaru's side, performing selfless acts in hopes of pleasing her. Hotaru begins to feel emotions she's never felt before. Believing that these emotions could bloom into love, Hotaru agrees to date Hananoi. So they do get together. Fast enough. I'm at a point where I have seen so many romances that if the fucking couple is not together immediately, I have stopped caring. I need that instant gratification now. I'm beyond the will they won't they bullshit. Can I be honest, that doesn't grab me. So I think I'm gonna pass on this for now. And then in 6 years, I'll probably end up watching it. Okay. What do we got? Windbreaker. That makes me think of... I view myself above fart jokes. So I'm just going to say that I'm above fart jokes. And then point out that the title is Windbreaker. Haruka Sakura, it could also be a jacket, I'm aware. I think both titles are terrible. Haruka Sakura wants nothing to do with weaklings. He's only interested in the strongest of the strong. He's just started at Furin High School, a school of degenerates known only for the brawling strength they use to protect their town from anyone who wishes it ill. But Haruka's not interested in being a hero, being part of any sort of team. He just wants to fight his way to the top. I fundamentally don't understand how this is different than Tokyo Revengers or whatever. I like that character design though, but yeah, I fundamentally have no fucking clue why I would care. Alright, Unnamed Memory. My wish as a champion is for you to descend the tower and be my wife. Okay, interesting. Climbing a deadly tower, Oscar seeks the power of its master, the Witch of the Azure Moon. He hopes her... Well, okay, first off, we have a witch, so clearly I'll probably be in. Also, I love that character design. Holy shit, let me look at that. Look. I'm in. Alright. Alright. He hopes her incredible magic can break a curse that will kill any woman he takes for a wife. Just stop getting married, my dude. When the prince sees how beautiful Tinashe is, though, he has a better idea. Surely she's strong enough to survive his curse. She should just marry him instead. Tanisha isn't keen on the idea, but agrees to live with Oscar in the royal castle for a year while researching the spell placed on the prince. The witch's pretty face hides several lifetimes of dark secrets, however. Secrets that begin resurfacing. This could be decent. I bet it's not good. They'll be adapting till Volume 3, apparently. What is 2.5 Jigen no Risa? Oh, this is a 2020. Well, I guess we'll read. I guess we'll read about it in a moment. Then, let's see. Honestly, it doesn't sound that good. It honestly doesn't. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna say no. Then I'm gonna see a trailer. And then in like 4 years, you'll see me review this, is what's going to happen. So that's what's going to happen with that. Okay. What do we got here? We got Tensai Shitara Dai Nana Oji Data Node Kimama ni Majutsu wo Kiwa Memasu. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I could take my time perfecting my magical ability. This is the same fucking title as fucking I'm the 8th son of my family or some bullshit, which I'm pretty sure I watched. Prince Lloyd wasn't always a prince, except for instead of... in fact, look, that show I believe is terrible. If I remember correctly, that show is terrible. But like, even when you... Wasn't it? Eighth Son was terrible? I feel like I went off on 8th Son. I don't remember my own opinions half the time. Yeah, 8th Son was fucking terrible. Okay, like even in that regard, the gimmick of the show was that he was like part of a lesser noble family, so they were poor as dirt. So it's just kind of undermined if you're a prince. Anyway, Prince Lloyd wasn't always a prince. In fact, in his previous life is one he remembers perfectly. He was a sorcerer of sorts. Okay, not where I thought that was going. When he was forced to reincarnate, he decided to continue his studies. Prince of the realm or no, but his new life has its own set of challenges, including being a 10-year-old. What's the 7th prince sorcerer to do? Okay, so he's not like some Japanese dude that got like a bunch of harem. He was like, he died a wizard. And then he was like, fuck it. You might as well still be a wizard. I like that idea, actually. I'm in. Is that the first new anime that I've added? Yup. Alright, what do we got here? This is Yozakure-san Shi no Daisakusen. Mission Yozakure family. Alright. High school student Taiyo Asano has been socially inept ever since his family died in a car crash. Fucking understandable. The only person he can properly interact with is his childhood friend, Mutsumi Yozakura, the head of the world's strongest family of spies. What does that mean? What does it mean to be the world's strongest family of spies? Mutsumi's eldest brother. I have to gear myself up to say this name. Kyoichiro Yozakure has been overprotective of her ever since he was once rendered her severely injured. His love for Mutsumi is lethal, and Taiyo is his next target. To survive, Taiyo must marry Mutsumi and become a member of the Yozakure family. Thrown headfirst into chaos, Taiyo begins his journey to become a powerful spy in order to protect his wife and uncover the dark secrets of his past and the Yozakure family. That sounds fucking delightful. That every part of that. So, first off, I love the fucking character designs immediately. Look at that. Look at that. Fucking look at that. Look at that. Alright, I'm fucking on board. Hello. Yes, that one is watchable. Alright, what do we got? We got Bartender, Camino Glass. I was gonna go in full Japanese, and then I realized glass was in English. Bartender, glass of God. Hidden in the back streets of Ginza District is Eden Hall, a lone bar operated by Ryu Sasakura, the prodigy bartender who's said to mix the most incredible cocktails anyone has ever tasted. However, not just anyone can find Eden Hall. Rather, it is Eden Hall that must find you. Customers of varying backgrounds, each plagued with their own troubles, wander into the bar. Nevertheless, Ryu always knows the ideal cocktail can console and guide each distraught soul. Okay, if this is a short anime, I bet this is really good. If this is a full-length 20-minute per episode, probably not watchable. Apparently there's another adaptation of this. Oh, yeah, from 2006. Not 23 minutes per episode, though. So my guess is this is like a real thing. So I'll probably pass. I do have to say, his character, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of, like, Aizen from Bleach. He reminds me of Sosuke Aizen. What do we got? We got Jisan, Basan, Wakegaru. Grandpa and Grandma turn young again. Didn't I already mark this? Didn't I already mark this? I thought I already marked this. Or maybe I found this in my own time and then decided not to mark this because I knew I was gonna mark it on stream. Shozu and Ine Saito have been happily married for as long as they can remember, even in their old age with wrinkles and cracking limbs. The strength of love is evident by their precious bond, and then randomly one day they wake up and find they're young again. Despite their newfound youth and attractive bodies, Shozu and Ine remain the same as ever. Jisan-Basan Wakegaru follows the young old couple as they go about their daily lives, spend time with family, and defy expectations of the youngsters. All right, Kami wa Game ni Uteru. This has a similar, like, color style to No Game, No Life. God's game we play. The supreme gods had too much free time, created the ultimate brain games. Play of the god. I'm okay. Former goddess Liche? Could be Like. Could be Like because it could be Greek. Awoke from a long slumber and declared the world, bring forth the person who was the best in games in this era. Faye is nominated to represent humanity as the best rookie in recent years. The game of the gods that is about to begin between the two may be too difficult, as there has yet to be a victor throughout human history because gods are capricious, very unreasonable, and sometimes completely incomprehensible. Like those variants of fucking Greek mythology where Arachne wins and then gets turned into a spider because Athena's pissed. However, given the nature of the games, it would be a waste not to have a good time and play with all one's heart. The ultimate brain games of battles of a genius gamer boy, a former goddess, and friends begin. This sounds very No Game, No Life. Someone called NTL did script for this. Awesome. Cool. Baller. Okay. Fucking moving on. Mao no orega dore elf wo yome ni shitanda ga do medereba. That was definitely wrong at the end. How? No, it is. I think it is E. I think it is a prolonged E, isn't it? What? I think it might actually just be a prolonged E. How does one? Hold on. Let's find out how to make this sound. How does one make this sound? All right, according to Wiktionary, it is derived in the Heian period. Heian period. It might be I. Might be Maruba I. What sound does this make? Hold on. Let's find the sound. No, it's pronounced E. Okay. No, yeah, that's what I said. It is pronounced E. So it is, in fact, Medereba E. Okay. Well, that just goes to show I don't speak Japanese. An Archdemon's Dilemma. How to love your elf bride. Why is that a dilemma? When the sorcerer Zagan decides to participate in an auction selling the goods of the now dead Archdemon Marcosius, he expects to find items of untold power. What he finds instead is a rare white-haired slave elf named Nephilia, and he immediately spends all of his money to purchase her, much to the bewilderment of those around him. However, the secret reason behind Zygon's investment was that he actually had fallen in love with her at first sight. Unfortunately, Zygon has a problem. He is socially inept, has no idea how to express his true feelings, leading to many misunderstandings between him and his new companion. But slowly the two begin to understand each other, and love begins to bloom. That sounds delightful. I love that they defeat the fucking... I love how, like, an Archdemon dies, and they're like, well, fuck. Only one thing to do. Auction off all his shit. Did I remember to add that? Oh, I did. Okay. Gucci. Alright, level 2, Kara. Cheat Data Motoyusha Koho no Matari Isekai Life. Chill in another world with level 2 super cheat powers. What the fuck does that mean? Alright, the magical kingdom of Clyrode summons hundreds of heroes from other worlds. I love it. They just fucking flood the planet every year to fight their war against the Dark One and his army of powerful demons. Bonanza is one of those heroes summoned from the royal capital, Paluma, but something's not right. Bonanza is only an average merchant. He has no magic, no fighting ability, and his stats are abysmal. Worse, a mishap leaves him unable to return home. Rejected as a hero and stranded in another world, abandoned to the far reaches of the kingdom by a cruel king who just wants him gone, Bonanza's fate looks pretty bleak, but what will happen once the failed hero candidate finds himself with super cheat powers once his level hits 2? Well, what's his super cheat power? Maybe if you told me what his super cheat power is, I would care more. Love that one of the top comments is, waifu worth simp for? You know what? Let's find out. Waifu worth simp for? This kitty cat making me act up. I'm excited for this simply because JC Saf and they rarely disappoint. I'm excited because JC Saf and they rarely disappoint me. She's not a cat, but a wolf. Now, Rough Off Talia is still better. Sure. They made her character look super cute in this adaptation. They made her character look super cute. Why is this all doubling? That's weird. It's probably bad, is the thing. I'm sure it's bad. I want to know what the power is, right? Like, what is the power? He has infinity stats. Every opponent the MC beats starts living with him. Every scene with the MC becomes lovey-dovey with his new wife, who fell in love with him for basically no reason. Repeat 2 things. Okay, yeah, that does seem like that's what that would be about. Okay. Thank you, review. Can you know what? I've never once before ever fucking looked at reviews on Mal. Can you thumbs up a review? Can I do that? Nice. Good review. That's all I needed to know. All I needed to know was what the fucking power was. Alright, Shinigami Bochan to Kuro Maid, 3rd season. The Duke of Death and his maid, season 3. Season 2, and then I think I added season 1 whenever it came out. back in 2021, and I still have not gotten around to watching it. I hear it's good. I just, time. Tensei Kizoku Kante Skill Da Naria Garu. I read that very wrong. As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. I love the character designs, but it sounds bad. An ordinary salaryman, because of course, dies one day and is reborn as Ars Lovent, the son of a noble. Although he isn't talented in magic or swordplay, he does have one skill that no one else possesses: appraisal. Excuse me. Using this ability, Ars can determine a person's current strength, how much potential they hold, and where their talents rest. That's not what I wanted it to be. I thought it told him what items are worth. This skill is useful in the present. Does he become a teacher? It could be kind of fun if he's a teacher. The skill is especially useful in the present situation of the country. The government is corrupt. Revolts occur more often than not. Nobles far and wide strengthening their fortifications in preparation for an all-out war. With this in mind, Ars realizes he too must be prepared by gathering talented people. A persecuted foreigner unparalleled with the sword, a slave with an unknown talent for magic, a timid boy with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Such talents are their support as he aims to create the most powerful territory. Wait, is this a guy whose ability is he can just tell how strong you are, and so there's a war coming, and he's like, hold up. I'm just gonna recruit a bunch of people? Is this just a big fucking recruitment request? Because I am on board for just a big recruitment quest. Hold up. That's like a fun idea. Blue Archive. This is based off of a gacha mobile game, right? I've seen the character designs in the game. I like them. I want to say they're boat girls, right? The city's academies are divided into their own districts and are considered mostly independent. The General Student Council acts as governing board to manage the academies as a whole. However, the group's ability to govern has come to a halt since mysterious disappearance of the General Student Council president. Countless issues have begun to surface throughout Kivatos in the absence of the president's leadership. I'm starting to think they're not boats. To avoid disaster, the General Student Council requests immediate assistance from the Federal Investigation Club, otherwise known as SACing. In fact, SACing is the city's newest club and the last to be approved before the president's disappearance. To accomplish its task, SACing lies on the guidance of sensei who can help them resolve the incidents around Kivatos. Students are required to carry personal weapons. You have to have a gun, all right? The only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a schoolgirl with a gun. And smartphones. Get a taste of the military action, love, and friendship the Academy City has to offer. You know what? Honestly, that's not a terrible idea. It's probably bad because it's a fucking gacha game adaptation, but I'm willing to see where this is going. Plus, at the very least, I can be like, oh, look, I like the little designs. I don't know what the halos are. But there you go, I guess. All right, what do we got? We got, Kai to Otome to Kamikakushi. Mysteries, maidens, and mysterious disappearances. Sumeriko Ogawa is a busty... very specifically busty, bookstore clerk who wants to become a novelist after some writing success in her youth. When strange occurrences start cropping up around the city, she teams up with her flirtatious co-worker, Ren Adoshino, to look into them. But Ren is hiding a secret of his own. With their combined skills of occult knowledge, what will they discover as they investigate? That doesn't tell me anything. This is either garbage or it's a sleeper hit. And I have no idea which one. I kind of like the vibe. You know what? Fuck it. I gotta watch some trash every now and again, and maybe it's not trash. All right, what do we got here? We got Yoru no Kurage, Kurage ge wa oyo genai. Jellyfish can't swim in the night. That is objectively false. This is a ghost. Looks almost like a ghost. That a ghost? That ain't a ghost. I thought she had a little ghost thing on, but no. Jellyfish can't swim. The night follows a girl who spends her nights wandering Shibuya, a place overflowing with identity. Unable to become anyone, the girl's life begins to change following an encounter. This is one of those things where I will probably find out more about as the season progresses, so I'm going to pass now, and then I might end up picking this up just because I like the vibe of it when I learn more about it. But I think it's going to have to start airing, and that's going to have to get rewritten by Mal Rewrite before I find out what the fuck it's actually about. All right, The Fable. Fable is a legendary hitman who's completed numerous jobs for a variety of clients. After concluding his latest assignment, a number of people he has recently killed becomes too high, and Fable is ordered by his boss to lay low for a year. You know what? Fucking fair. He suggested that having to adapt to life as an ordinary citizen might prove a valuable experience for his future work. Fable is accompanied by a woman who acts as his driver, and the two will assume new identities as siblings. However, their boss warns them that they will both face deadly punishment if Fable kills anyone during his time off. Thus begins Akira and Yoko Sato's joint 1-year sabbatical from the underworld. That could be fun. I think I've actually heard of this, haven't I? There is a sequel called The Fable Second Contract. I have to say, all of these manga have an 8. That's like an actually good sign. Hold up. Especially because manga generally have lower scores, because no one fucking reads them. That's going to be a sleeper hit. Alright, Seiyu Radio no Uromote. Uromote. The many sides of voice actor radio. Yuhi Yugura and Yasumi Utatane, two high school voice actresses who just happened to attend the same school and coincidentally got placed into the same class, are the two hosts of Radio Weekly program. As fellow classmates and voice actresses, they show all the listeners their great friendship, at least on the surface. In reality, the quiet girl Chiku and the Gyaru Yumiko are complete opposites, and they absolutely cannot stand each other. Off-air, chaos and insults erupt. On-air, they're the best of friends, just where this tumultuous relationship lead them. What I want to have happen, and it won't, but what I want to have happen is I want it to scroll down, and I want it to say Girls Love. Oh my god. I didn't expect that. Well, fuck, okay. Okay, one room. Hiatari Futsu Tenshi Tsuki. Studio apartment. Good lighting. Angel included. Sounds like a brothel. Shin Taru Tokumitsu is a high schooler living all alone, but things take an unexpected turn when a girl named Toa shows up on his balcony. Not only is she incredibly pure and sweet, but there's something different about her, something divine. Just who is Shintaru's new roommate, and what adorable hijinks are in store. So she's an angel, I assume. I mean, she's fucking cute as a button. Can you sell me on you can sell me on comedy, romance, supernatural. Hold up. You threw in romance. I'm fucking in, all right? Oh, hello, what do we got here? Vampire Dormitory. Let's get it. Is this Boys Love? No, cross-dressing. Oh, this is a sort of host club thing then. Mito Yamamoto is a beautiful man, so much that women swarm the restaurant he works at daily. When the restaurant owner decides that he's had enough, he fires Mito, leaving him unemployed with no place to call home. Soon after, Mito happens upon a cafe and receives a cut on the hand from broken glass. A strange man named Ruka Saotome takes Mito aside to presumably tend to the injury, but instead he licks away Mito's blood, remarking that it tastes disgusting before asking Mito to leave. Later that night, Mito accidentally slips up the roof of a building and is caught by Ruka, Ruka, who reveals himself to be a vampire. Ruka explains that a man's blood tastes disgusting, and the blood of someone unloved has an even worse flavor. However, Ruka cannot drink from girls. So he has been looking for a beautiful boy to become his thrall. He proposes that Mito fulfill this role and that he allow Ruka's affections to ripen his blood. Miko accepts and begins living with Ruka in the Hijirigaoka Boys Academy dormitory. However, there's just one problem in all of this. Mito is actually a girl. What a fucking delightful train wreck of a plot. I don't... You know this is bad, is the thing. You know this is bad. You know this is bad. This is so clearly, palpably not fucking watchable. Like this is clearly not good, right? Like it's not like you know it's bad though. Like I know it's bad. I'm gonna get on the train. I'm getting on the train. Okay, fuck it. You sold me. Alright, Remonster! Tomokui Kanata has been reincarnated in the weakest goblin named Goburo. After having undergone an unfortunate death, however, Goburo has retained his previous life's memories and unusual evolution, as well as becoming strong enough to gain status boost from eating. In this alternate world of survival of the fittest, events unfold with the competent subordinates and comrades' delightful case of tail-wagging dog. Is this the story where the main character becomes so strong that if he flexes his muscles, forests explode? It is. I am pretty confident this is the story where the main character becomes so strong that if he flexes his muscles, everything explodes. I'm going to watch this knowing it's garbage. Like, I have zero hopes. I know it's trash. I'm getting on the trash train because I want it. It's like curiosity. Fuck off with this title. Okay, Deki so konai to yobarete moto eiu wa jika kara sui ho sarete node sukikate ni Ikiru koto ni shita. Probably somewhere around. I was probably in the ballpark. The banished former hero lives as he pleases. Wow. Sure. Alright, a boy named Alan was unable to receive the gift of God's bounty and is called a failure, but his true identity was a former hero with memories and powers of his previous life. I've literally never seen that before. Wow. Fortunate to have been expelled from his Duke's family, Alan was trying to start a free-spirited journey, but he encountered an assassination attempt by a former fiancé. An unwanted hero's saga begins, for the former hero wants to relax in his world. Okay. Now, are you just selling me on the world fiancé? You know what? Why not? I love how isekai has just Ouroborosed itself so fucking hard that people are getting isekai'd from one fantasy world to another fantasy world. I guess it's not an isekai thing. I guess that's just a reincarnation story, but still. It has happened now. The New Gate. The New Gate is an online life or death game with tens of thousands of players. This character is named Schneerazor. Thanks to Shin, the most skilled veteran player, the other players will finally be released from the game. I'm sorry, are they just ripping off Sword Art? Shin has killed the last boss and believes he will finally be able to escape when he's blinded by a flash of mysterious light. He awakens to find himself in the game's world 500 years later. So begins a new chapter in the life of an unsurpassed legendary player. Okay, so the plot of this is Sword Art Online, but the main character gets overlorded. I hate that. Like, I hate that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This can't be watchable. It can't be. It cannot be. I know it's bad. I've got to stop doing this to myself. No, it cannot be good. It can't be. Girls Band Cry. By Toei Animation? Toei? Toei, what you up to? You don't make anime no more. What are you doing, Toei? I ain't even heard of this. Toei making an original anime? What the fuck happened? Alright, the main character drops out of high school in her second year and aims at entering university while working alone at Tokyo. A girl is betrayed by her friends and doesn't know what to do. Another girl is abandoned by her parents and tries to survive in the city by doing part-time jobs. This world lets us all down sometimes. Nothing goes as planned, but we want something that we continue to like. We believe there's a place where we belong. That's why we sing. That is a terrible description of what this is. Yeah, so this seems like the idea is they wanted to create a girls band, and then they created an anime based around the girls band. Like, that seems to be what this is. I kind of have a good vibe about this, though. Alright, Tadaima Okiri. Okiri? Okaeri. That is such a larger description than I expected. Masaki Fujiyoshi is a stay-at-home spouse and parent. He has fought long and hard with feelings of being a burden to his loving husband. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. Hiromo, due to his status as an Omega and the difficulty they faced to achieve this domesticity. When their son Hikari was born, the family moved to an area better suited for raising children. Hikari is now nearing his second birthday, and he and his parents are forging meaningful bonds with those around them. These include the beta college student living next door. What the fuck? Yuki, to who... This is by Mal Rewrite. Why the fuck is it using, like, Omega and Beta as just, like, part of the description? Sometimes Mal Rewrite misses hard. Hikari is now nearing his second birthday, and he and his parents are forging meaningful bonds with those around them. These include the beta college student living next door, Yuki, to whom Hikari has become rather attached, Hiromu's friend from work, Matsuo, and the mysterious single dad seen wandering around the park. Despite their newfound domestic bliss, the family ties to their past are in tatters. There are people they left behind to pursue the creation of their happy family, and when they begin to return, Masaki and Homuro aren't quite sure they have good intentions. Okay, so this is like a little... like a boys love family raising thing, huh? Okay. Well, that's certainly someone's thing. It is not mine, but it's certainly someone's. So, High Speed Etoli. In the near future, the next generation racing event called Next Race is announced, changing the world of racing. A new technology has made racing at 500 kilometers per hour safe, changing I don't believe that. Changing racing on the world stage completely. Rin Rindo, once dreamed of being a ballet dancer, had given up her dream due to an injury, became a NEET, and is living with her grandmother. However, one day she's suddenly thrown into the world of next generation racing. Now, let's convert that into freedom units. What is 500 kilometers per hour? I'm going to say 300 miles. 310. Yes. Shout out to me for being weirdly close. This is a 5 out of 10. Guaranteed. I really like that character design though. So honestly, I don't know. I liked the colors. All right, I'm gonna be straight up. I liked the colors, and I was just looking for an excuse to add it. I know it's a 5 out. I can tell. I can look at it and be like, this is a 5 at best. I fucking need to. All right, we got Astronaut. Love the art style of this. Is this related to? Because this looks exactly like... Who did the character design on this? Because this looks exactly like that one where the characters are like... they're like they work on like a kid's show or something. Isaku Kobunouchi. Carol and Tuesday... Ballbuster. What's Ballbuster? Huh. No. Oh, no idea. All right. Anyway, Astronaut. Takumi, a gifted chef, was just let go from his job. He lands a gig at an old boarding house called Astruso, but hesitates to accept after learning he must also live there full time. That is until he meets the beautiful and charming caretaker, Mira. When he is sold, the two begin to work together and their connection deepens, but Mira has a secret. She's not from this world. Oh, she like an alien? Romance, comedy, sci-fi. This reminds me of like Karakawa Under the Bridge. You know what? Fuck it. Sometimes you gotta add some stuff. This is Henjin no Salad Bowl, obviously. What else would this be? Sosuke Kuburaya, an impoverished detective, meets Sara, a princess from another world with magical powers. They start living together, and Sarah quickly adjusts to her life in modern Japan. Excuse me. Could be watchable. This art style looks very familiar also. But it could be Yomi Hirasaka. Oh, Boku wa Tomodachi. Yeah, okay. Not what I was expecting, though, admittedly. I like to be like, oh, I know this art style. Ha-ha! And then I'd be like, oh, wow, Zach's so good at recognizing it. But no, honestly, not what I was thinking of. It looks sort of like March and Machamp, honestly. Anyway, this is something I will probably watch in like 5 years when I learn more about it after it stops being relevant to me. Okay, Shumutsu Train Doko e Iku? Train to the End of the World. Oh, I think I wanted to watch this, didn't I? A certain town in the suburbs. This was not an ordinary countryside town that you could find anywhere. The residents were experiencing strange phenomena, but even so, Shizuru Chikara held a strong desire. She wanted to see her missing friends again. Shizuru and her friends venture out in the world, taking an abandoned and motionless train, not knowing if they'll make it back alive. What awaits them at the last stop at this runaway doomsday? Did they just get on a fucking train? Is this a plot about a bunch of girls that just steal a fucking train? Yeah. Okay, I'm in. Fuck yeah. Fuck it, just steal a train. I don't care. Kenka Dokugaku. Viral hit. Bullied by his classmate and popular YouTube streamer Pakgo, Yo Hobin's high school days are filled with humiliation and abuse. His troubles don't end there, though. Outside of school, Hoban slaves away at his part-time job to pay for his mother's hospital bills. One day, Hoban accidentally spills ramen on Pakgo's cameraman, Jikse, tripping over a cord and disconnecting the other boy from his gaming stream. Finally fed up with his miserable lifestyle, Hoban fights back and ends up in a pathetic brawl with Jikse. The next morning, it's revealed that the camera from Jikse's stream had been recording the two boys' entire embarrassing fight. Moreover, the footage was accidentally uploaded to YouTube and gone viral overnight, earning Hoban a whopping 10 million won from viewership. That's just not believable. Drawn to the money YouTube streaming can offer him and his mother, Hoban works together with the unlikely Ali Jikse to produce more videos of him fighting and see how far YouTube streaming can take them. Taking on bullies like Pakgo and other seemingly unsurpassable opponents, Hoban will either rise to the top of the streaming world or finally meet a foe he can't outsmart. This is just the plot of fucking DeadTube, but they gave up halfway. That is just the main character of Hotline Miami. Okay, what do we got? Boyaku Battery TV. Oblivion Battery. Which would be cooler if it wasn't clearly about baseball. Bokyaku Battery is a story about a famous baseball battery I don't know what a baseball battery is, consisting of the genius pitcher Haruka Kiyomine and skilled catcher Kei Kaname, who was also known as the General. During their senior league days, they were talented enough to not only win, but also crush the hopes and dreams of many junior high school players that they played against. Good, fuck them. However, Kaname lost his memory. Alright. And two entered Kote Sashi High School, a no-name public high school. In the same school, they meet several talented players who had quit baseball after playing against them in junior high. This is the story of them coming together in a newly established baseball club to play baseball again. So this establishment of a bunch of top-tier baseball players going to a random fucking high school, and then one of them has amnesia, and then they just make a baseball team that I'm assuming is probably pretty good because they have all of the good baseball players. Also, it's animated by MAPPA for some reason. Is MAPPA still using slave labor? Probably, right? Oh, I didn't know MAPPA did Kakegurui. Man, they fucking went all out on Kakegurui. Alright. Alright, what do we got? We got Karasu wa Aruji wo Irabanai. The crow does not choose the Lord. The story is set in the alternate world called Yamauchi, ruled by the Yatagarasu clan, who are able to transform between human and crow forms. The were-crows! Yukiya, a beautiful and eccentric Yatagarasu boy, is chosen to serve the young prince while encountering various events in the conspiracy-filled imperial court. He forms a strange master-servant relationship with the young prince, and by strange, we mean it's clearly boys' love. It's not. Probably should be. Alright, we got Idolmaster Shiny Colors. I have heard of Shiny Colors, and I believe that is because it is a specific Idolmaster game. I want to get into the Idolmaster series, but literally not a single goddamn one of them has been localized. Like, it seems like a game series I would enjoy that I cannot fucking play. Look at 2024, not every goddamn video game on the planet is accessible at my hands, and it pisses me off. Okay, Token Rambukai Kyodin Moyuru Hanoji. This is an adaptation of a stage play called Token Ranbu Kyodin Moyoru Hanoji. Interesting. Rinkai. How are we still going? Okay, we're almost to the bottom. Like, how many fucking anime came out? Rinkai, women's bicycle racing, was born during the post-war period of turmoil. Sure. It's been several decades since its short competitive history came to an end after only 15 years. Really? Oh, that's disappointing. Women's bicycle racing has been revived as the Rinkai League, with the birth of a major star who's active all over the world. Many feel unprecedented excitement. Invincible Queen, Ibushi Silver Veteran, an athlete who has reached the pinnacle in other sports. The challengers came with only big dreams in their hearts, even though they had no experience in sports. Alright, I'm gonna be real. I guarantee you this is baller. I guarantee you it's a minimum 6 out of 10, which I will remind everyone is a positive score. Tonori no Yokai-san. Our cat might be turning into a Nekomata. You should probably, I know this sounds bad, historically, you're gonna want to kill it in that case. A rural town where yokai people and gods live in normal everyday lives mixed with a bit of warmth and occasional mystery. One summer, the 20-year-old cat Buchio suddenly evolves into a Nekomata. Questioning the reason for his evolution, he sets out to learn more about the transformation. Together with the transforming Kitsune Yuri, Muchan spies on Crow Tengu Jiro as he performs his Tengu duties and begins to see Jiro in a new light. At the same time, rumors of an unfortunate Nue begin to spread. I wasn't expecting this to just all be just supernatural creatures. Interesting. Sounds cute. Nijion Animation 2. This is like the chibi short anime version of what is it? Najigasaki? Najigasaki. Yeah. I fucking need to catch up on Najigasaki. I'm like really behind on Najigasaki. And by really behind, I think there's 2 seasons. No, they make it a 3rd season of Najigasaki, aren't they? Aren't they making a 3rd Najigasaki? And it like blew me away. No, they're making a movie of Najigasaki. No? They're making 2 movies of Najigasaki. Which still, I think, makes Najigasaki the longest Love Live. This is about girls golfing. Oh, Tonbo. Oh, Tombo. Tombo Oi. The protagonist lost both of her parents in a car accident. Hate when that happens. When she was young and raised by her grandfather, Gonji Oi, a fisherman on the island of Kagoshima in the Tokara Islands. I've heard of Kagoshima. Maybe. Is that the one with the big trees? Is Kagoshima the tree one? Is Kagoshima the one with the fuck you sized trees? Nicknamed the Naples of the Eastern World. It is not the one with the big trees. Then I still think I've heard of Kagoshima though. Tombo learns to play golf while using her father's inherited number 3 iron on the island's 3 golf courses, which were built by the islanders themselves. The story begins with Tombo meeting Kazuyushi Igarashi, a former golfer who's come to Kagoshima in search of work. This feels like a very down-to-earth, sort of like Ghibli-esque sports kind of thing, and that's not what I want from my sports anime. This is Himitsu no Aipuri. This is a new Pretty Series anime. Pretty Series being... Every little girl waits for a day she'll get a special ticket. One that will grant her entry into the world of Prepara, Prison Paradise. Prepara is a world of music, fashion, and daily audience for a chance to become a pop idol. Lala Monica's friends and classmates aspire to become idols, but her school forbids elementary students from participating in idol competitions. Luckily, Lala is only interested in watching the idol shows, yet somehow, despite all this, she manages to bumble her way into Prepara world and debut as a fresh new talent. After being told all her life she's too loud, Lala has finally found a place where she can be as loud as she wants and sing from her heart. Not only that, but there's a possibility that she might be the legendary Prism voice. Adventure, fashion, and music await as Lala climbs her way to the top. On her way to become the cutest and most beloved idol in the world of Prepara. This is very clearly targeted towards young girls, and not me. Shadowverse Flame Arcane. This is the third part of the Shadowverse Flame. I've clearly talked about this. I just wanted to see if I thought this was going to be worth watching. I didn't. Is this about cards? Oh, God. Now that I see the little fucking Pokemon, I see why I wasn't into it. Alright, that's it. That's it for TV anime. There are no continuing anime in spring. 0 continuing anime in spring. No anime shall be continuing in spring. Look at that. This is ONA's Gintama Kani. I feel like I did this prematurely. I feel like these aren't all the way done. This is a sequel to Gintama Pong. I had to have read this at some point. This is Saint Seiya, Knights of the... Fucking... How is Saint Seiya... Is the manga still going? How is Saint Seiya still going? It only had 110 chapters? Oh, no, hold on. Hold on. It kept going. Okay, Next Dimension is still going. Final chapters might be released 2023 or 2024. Excuse me. Fuck. Alright, Saint Seiya Knights of the Zodiac Battle Sanctuary Part 2 is the second part, obviously, of Saint Seiya Knights of the Zodiac Battle Sanctuary, which came out in 2022. So I've definitely read this at some point. Look, if you're a fucking Saint Seiya fan, and I am not, I feel bad that, like, this is the standard you're having to deal with. Rising Impact is also about golf. Golf's the sport of the season, I guess. A young boy, Gawain, lives in a... He's actually part of King Arthur's court. his club is fucking Excalibur. Wait, did Gawain have one of the mythical swords? Hold on. Was Gawain one of the sword wielders? Was it? No. Wait, no. I think in Fate Stay Night, I think he has Galantine, but I think Gawain might have been the one in Arthurian legend that Arthur gives Excalibur to because he switches over to Myrmidons. Maybe. Anyway. Enough about that. A young boy, Gawain, lives in a mountainous rural area and an incredible love for baseball. Oh, this is a baseball thing? I thought this was a golf thing. Making a ball fly, really fly. One day he runs into a visitor in a small area and she introduces him to a sport that can really make a ball fly. Fight golf. It just takes one shot and Gawain is hooked. With his grandpa's approval, he sets off with Tokyo with a mysterious woman to learn all he can about golf, encountering many colorful characters and obstacles along the way. I'm sure this could be interesting. Hold on. Unreleased anime that are potential bangers. Alright, now, hold up. Uzumaki, Dead Demons, Dead Destruction, Dan. Okami to Kyoshu Merchant Meets Wise Wolf. Kaiju 8. Moonrise. I haven't heard of Moonrise. Kimi no Iro. Mecha Ude TV. Eisenflugel. Takete. Mahotsukai no Yoru. Nige Juzo no Wakagimi. Rose of Versailles movie. By who? When? Mappa? The funny thing is this movie will look better than the disaster that was Chainsaw Man. I hope Mappa employees will be able to see their families this year. Excuse me. Fucking Rose of Versailles movie by Mappa. You can't do Rose of Versailles in one movie. Like, you can't. You would have to... You could do the late arc of Rose of Versailles. But you wouldn't be able to do... You could do it in maybe 3 movies. Possibly 2? Possibly 2, but you'd be truncating the shit out of it. Maybe 3 movies. 3 movies is probably safe. 2 movies if you're willing to truncate the shit out of this. 1 movie, there's no fucking way. Because you couldn't do the entire Madame Barry arc and do the French Revolution. Like that, because I think that's like 30 years. I think that's like 30 years of French history. I don't think you could shove that in a single movie. Let's see. Tongare Bushin no Atelier, Bartender Kami. That's actually coming out. Konosekai wa Fukanzen Sugure. I don't know what half this is. Medalist. Kaniku Man. Ooh. I don't know what this is. Is that a fucking Heian period robe? It looks Heian period. Is this Heian period? The Morning Children. It looks very Heian period. To me, as someone who doesn't know a lot about Japanese, I guess. Cocoon! Isekai Suicide Squad. God, I have no interest in that. Lazarus. Yunori no Rudger. This thing that we talked about. This thing that we talked about. This thing that's coming out now. This thing. The One Piece. This I'm excited for. This is like the Wit Studios adaptation. Like I said, One Piece needs a fucking Kai. And they're making it. Terapsium, Nohako, Akira Shin. Oh yeah, they're making a new Akira. I might check it out. They might be able to fix it. Oh yeah, they're doing the Fable Battery. Yeah, some of this is coming out now. Windbreaker. I don't know what the criteria is for. Do they explain? Basic criteria, not a sequel. Remakes are eligible. Spin-offs are eligible. This will be an endlessly growing, changing list based on regular update and adding new promising releases announced and removing ones that have already started or finished airing. Upcoming unreleased anime with potential to be absolute bangers and even game-changing for the medium. I disagree that most of this has the potential to do that. Alright, what do we got? We got Shin Yaranaika. This looks like a fucking Bara romance. It definitely is. Okay. I was like, this is the most fucking Bara-ass cover. The story begins with Masaki Michishita, an ordinary prep school student who is rushing to the bathroom in a park one day. Despite his rush, he spots Takakazu Abe, an exceedingly handsome auto mechanic sitting on a bench. The two exchange looks, and after Abe utters, "Yaranaika, shall we do it?" the two begin their encounter. So, as someone who's not a gay man, is it really just that easy? is it that easy? Do you just be like, can Shall we do it? And the other guy's like, yeah. Okay, wow. Okay, we got Blue Lock. This is the fucking soccer thing. This is a spin-off Blue Lock movie focusing on Shishiro Nagi. I'm assuming he's a guy. The fuck is this? Code Geass Daken no Rose. This is a sequel, 4-part sequel movie to Lelouch of the Resurrection? Y'all, you don't need to make this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'd say let it die already. Do people really care? Yeah, no, like, Lelouch of the Resurrection worked because it works off of, like, a fan theory that had been around, and also it's on a fucking spin-off thing where they unkill Shirley, apparently. But, like, it worked because it worked off the fan theory that Lelouch gained immortality at the end and was in the fucking cart, and that made sense. Because we knew that you needed a full Geass activation in order for immortality to trigger. And we'd already seen it happen with like 3 different other characters. So that theory made sense. So Lelouch of the Resurrection was like one of those like validating fan theory things. Like, it's considered an alternate ending to the series. It's not a sequel to R2. Obviously, because Shirley's alive for some fucking reason. But like... The other thing is, like, it works as, like, a good bit of fan service. 0 reason to continue the story, especially with some dude named Rose and Ash. Like, who the fuck are these people? And why the fuck should I care? Like, maybe if they're, like, I don't know, like, Lelouch and C2's fucking kids or some shit, maybe that would be a reason to care. But even then, not really. Is that the fucking princess from... Anyway, I don't... Like, I feel like I should care, but I don't. Look back. 4th grader Ayumu Fujino regularly draws 4-panel manga for her school newspaper and is lauded as having the best artwork in her class. One day, she is asked by her teacher to turn over one of her manga slots in the school newspaper to a truant student named Kyomoto. When Kyomoto manga pops up along Fujino's, it receives high praise for its detailed artwork, making Fujino furiously jealous. This looks like the Chainsaw Man art style. It is the Chainsaw Man art style. Refusing to be beaten by someone who barely attends school, Fujino devotes herself to learning to create manga. As time goes on, though, her goal of outshining Kyomoto seems to only get further and further away. Fujino, now in 6th grade, eventually gives up and quits making manga. Graduation day arrives, and Fujino is asked to deliver Kyomoto's graduation certificate to her. There's a chance the two end up becoming face-to-face, and their unexpected meeting will have consequences far beyond what either of them could predict. It was like a one volume manga, apparently. When did this come out? 2021? This isn't like the suicide one, right? Like Goodbye Eri or whatever? No, it is not. Okay. No, that came out in 2022. Where was I? Trapzium. The novel depicts... Copy-pasted, huh? The novel depicts 10 years of a girl who aims to be an idol. Yu Azuma, a high school girl, aims to be an idol. To achieve her dream, she sets 4 rules for herself. She will not be active on social media. She will not have a boyfriend. She will not stand out in school. She will make friends with beautiful girls from the north, south, east, and west. Is that what's required to be an idol? That just sounds unpleasant. Ume Musume, Pretty Derby, Shinjidai no Tobira. Beginning of a new era. So like Ume Masume apparently took a very big divergence from season 1 where it was about Special Week. I don't even think Special Week is like the main character in the later in season 2, which I will watch. Yeah, she goes. Yeah, so I guess Special Week isn't even like the main character in season 2. Okay, Mai Tanai Tai. I just gave up reading that, didn't I? Mei Tanete, Conan movie 27, $100 man, Michi Shirube. This is the 27th Detective Conan movie. There is no description, but it is the $1 Million Pentagram, and it is the 27th Detective Conan movie. Who is Kaito Kuroba, anyway? Phantom Thief. Lupin of the modern era. Oh, he's like a rival character. Okay. I always thought they were the same character because I know he like got like back aged or something. Oromo Muroka, Dear Friends, Part 2 spinoff of Euro Yuri featuring Sakurako and her sisters. Did I read the description for this at one point? Probably during winter. Rabbit's Kingdom, the movie. This is an adaptation of Tsukuita's 5th stage play Rabbit's Kingdom. Never heard of it. Seems like a cute boys thing. Gintama on Theater 2D, Ikoku Keiseihin. Is like Gintama still going? I know the manga ended. But, like, is the anime still going? Like, is there still more anime? There's approximately 17,000 Gintama episodes. The very final. They had to be clear. So I guess Gintama is over. I don't know how it ends. Somehow that was never spoiled for me. I will have to get back to watching Gintama at some point. This is Kure Meru Kakari. This is a story that weaves together people and a town, a coal mining town, crowded with small-scale excavators, commonly known as Hakoniwa. In this town that changes daily like a labyrinth, there's a girl named Kagari who runs a map-making business and a boy named Yuya who dreams of breaking free from Hakoniwa. Eventually, the two, along with the unique residents of the town, find themselves confronting a conspiracy that shakes the entire town. The fate of Hakoniwa depends on Kagari's drawings on the map. This could be interesting if I knew any fucking thing about it. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? What the fuck? Like a shot, reverse shot kind of thing? Business is, Korea, Kuba. Business is slow for the Otsuki Suji Detective Agency. Excuse me. Sotoro and his juvenile sidekick Saki will take any job that comes along, even one that sounds like a lot more risk than it's worth. It's festival season in the city, but away from the public's eye, a wave of mysterious disappearances occurred. A newspaperman hires Sotoro to investigate, suggesting that answers might lie somewhere in the dark. The notorious anarchic maze that is the city's physical, social, and moral underground. Satoru subcontracts the gig to Saki, but soon enough regrets it when the kid also goes missing. Now Satoru is obligated to venture into the dark himself and confront the dubious subterranean denizens, including the malicious Laughing Masks game and the renegaded police squad piloting the fearsome Demon 463 train. These are somehow supposedly related, but they don't sound anything alike. But they look kind of similar, like appearance-wise. So I don't understand. I guess I just don't understand. And this references that. So I don't get what this is. I don't know. There's some sort of relationship between these two. No specials. I have to be doing this too early. I have to be doing this too early. Oh yeah, can I filter Chinese shows yet? No. No, I cannot. Technically, if I filter martial arts, I probably could. But, alright. Suki demo kirai na amano jaku. My Oni girl. Suki demo kirai na amano jaku tells the story of Hiragi Yatasuse, a first-year high school student who struggles to make friends despite his efforts to please others. His life takes an unexpected turn one summer day when he meets Sumugi, an Oni girl, on a quest to find her mother in the human world. Snow mysteriously begins to fall, and their adventures begin. This looks cute. Doesn't say romance, though. But it's gotta be. It's gotta be. This looks cute. I'll check this out. Wait, hold on. Who made this? Tomoto Taka Shibuyama. What did you make? You've worked on a lot of shit. But what have you, like, personally directed? Go for 2020 and something called Festering Days 3. So, nothing of import. Okay, well, but he's been in the business for a while. It seems cute. I'll watch it. This is Iris the movie, Full Energy. Clearly, this is not updated. This cannot be updated because it's missing specials. It's missing additional OVAs. I don't have the flood of Chinese bullshit that I don't actually want to watch. TV continuing is missing. So what it's the 19th though. Most of this shit starts airing in April. Movie inspired by the 10th anniversary celebrations of Iris Voice Actors Unit. Like, spring has literally started. Yumiui sells the movie. Okay. So this is just in celebration of the idols. Adaptation of Yumi Cells. A story about Yumi and her brain cells. Okay. Reload and see if anything's different. Because I had that happen last time. I, like, reloaded the page and they, like, added a fucking My Hero Academia movie. Alright, well, let's see what we got. 1, maybe 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I'm counting the ones I'll probably watch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, about 25. About 25, because that's a movie. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, well, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and end the stream. Like I assumed, no one came in because it's so fucking late. I would have been more surprised if someone had. Dear God, did I fucking wait a while to do this. But honestly, it was a good time. We flew right the fuck through it. Hour 30. All we needed to find out what we're watching, what I'm watching for fucking spring 2024. So look forward to that. Honestly, kind of looks, other than like the continuing, it looks like a little bit of a light season, a little bit of a weak season. But hey, that's me. Anyway, hope you had a good time. If you're watching the VOD, because I am confident no one showed up. Like even as a fucking lurker, I don't think anyone showed up to the stream. But yeah, I have been Sacrobolic. You're on Vive Hope, and I will see you next time, which should be next week with fucking Digimon Next World Order. We're almost done with it. I fucking promise. Bye bye.